Previously on Paranormasight, the 7 mysteries of Honjo. I don't know if the curses are vulnerable to fire, but maybe I'll find a use for it. You know what to say, better than nothing.
Also, I'm gonna be honest, that thing looks empty.
Hey, you never know.
It looks like one of those transparent lighters that you can actually see the lighter fluid inside. It looks fucking empty.
Okay, it's either this or this the liquid. One of the two. Either way, at least you can use it one time. One time and that's it.
Yeah, Wait, it is basically empty!
Yeah. A cheap lighter if I'm laying around. It barely has any lighter fluid left. And now back to using my friend to relive the twist of this story. Hello everybody, User Ravens here, and we are back after a little bit of a long time to Paranormasight, the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Back again with Seth here. How's it going, buddy?
Good.
Yep. So yeah, honestly we all been itching to... Why the fuck? Oh, this is my other save file from that one time. I need to wait a second. Okay, yes, no. So I'm stuck with the save file now, but yeah, that's because of the cloud thingy anyway. But yeah, so which one would do? Yeah, you said the detective, right? We both agree on going to the detective first.
Well, no, I said I was gonna go down the line.
Oh, yeah,
so I was
right.
gonna start at the top and make my way down.
And also, by the way, in this thing, yeah, when you get to a certain point with certain characters, it will usually be closed off until you do another character, but at least I remember them well, so I'll do what I need to do anyway.
Yeah, that's probably why we should use the one we were doing last time we were recording this.
Yeah, sadly though, that save file now it's gone because of a freaking Steam save cloud thingy.
Ah, damn.
Yeah, it gets override, so there's no way to get that one back. Oh well, though. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, story very intense. Kill them. Kill them. The flame bearers.
You're not streaming.
Them all. You have acquired the power of the cursed stone, the hunting clappers.
You do.
Yep.
You're not streaming through Discord.
God damn it! We're starting great.
It's early. It's earlier than we would usually record, I think.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. Can you see it now?
Give it a second to load. Yep, there we go.
Okay. Yeah. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now, kill! Can you hear it, Cursebearer? You who so strongly desire the right, kill them! Yes, do you remember who was the hunting clappers, right?
No, it has been too long.
Fair. It's the one that is the lady that burned us to death in that before.
Oh yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, now I remember.
Yeah, you.
Back with me, man. Can't say I understand what just happened, but it certainly seems to have put you in a good mood. This might be the first time I've ever seen you really smile.
That's a very creepy smile.
Yeah. Sweet dreams.
Housewife Haruo Shijima. No. Not dreams.
Sounds like something I might want to hear about.
Alright, before talking to him, let's take a look around the place. An old hanging scroll. I don't know who painted it. It's been hanging here since before I was born. An arrangement of flowers. We bring in someone to do it. I don't even know what the flowers are called. A stereo unit with separated speakers designated for home use. My husband insisted on buying one, even though he isn't one to listen to music often. A color television. Father bought one as soon as it hit the market. He likes to have the latest gadgets. I like the latest models. There is no remote control. We had it for a long time. But when it was new, we all gathered around it and marveled at it as a family. But with father and my husband being away so often, it quickly fell into disuse. The swinging of the pendulum echoes through the room. It feels livelier than usual with Richter here. Usually it's just me. The guest table. I don't know where father got this old thing from, but I've never liked it. Damn. A fax machine. That's a blast from the past. A fax machine. It can send images to other places along the telephone network. I don't really know how it works. Most houses don't have one. I really find a use for it. I'm for sure it will never get old. At all. The lights. The chandelier is the only thing in here that's my choice. It's my favorite part of the room. Oh!
What's that?
Well, oh yeah, you.
Well, I'll be damned. Is that what I think it is?
Goodness, you made me jump. It's just a silly little sticker my son got from somewhere or other. He put it up just before, well, you know what happened. I still can't bring myself to take it down.
Let me take a closer look. I knew it. It's Head Honjo from way back in set 1. This is a real collector's item.
Excuse me?
Don't tell me you've never heard of the Mockingbirds.
The what?
They're the hottest new craze. Cute little birds dressed up like rough and tumble delinquents.
I've never heard of them.
I've never.
But
Sorry.
It's about to happen once. But this certainly seems to matter to you.
The best part is, nobody knows who made them. They just started showing up around town, and soon enough, they'd won everyone's hearts. Story goes that they were made by some anonymous artist who covertly leaves them behind in specific locations. No one knows when or where they'll show up next. They're basically an urban legend of sorts. To think one would turn up here of all places. This is a good sign. I'm sure of it.
Oh, well, that's nice. Mockingbird 1 discovered!
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a collector's item, by the way. Yeah, this popular bird mascot sticker seems to pop up everywhere. Nobody knows who the legendary artist is behind these quirky birds, but they quickly became popular for these surreal yet oddly cute designs. Be in the right place at the right time in Honjo, and you might just be able to find all 20 of them scattered around. Legend has it, collecting them all will bring good luck. Okay. Oh, right. A private investigator I hired. A friend told me about him. They said he's not very well known, but he's good at what he does. When I first visited his office in Ota City and saw how he dressed, I could hardly believe he was a detective. But after talking to him for a while, I changed my mind. He says some strange things at times. He seems like the reliable sort.
Let me bring you up to speed. We were in the middle of a chat when you suddenly started spacing out. And the whole time you were grinning to yourself like you just won the lottery. You had to tell me what that was about.
Well, where to start?
Interesting. Very interesting. So, the haunting clappers curse echo appear out of nowhere. Told you how to perform the rite of resurrection. and gave you the curse you'll need to do it. Have I got that right?
That's right.
So it's all real, honestly. I still find it hard to believe. But I guess I have to know.
Now.
I guess I have to now. I saw that curse stone appear in your hand myself.
So this shit just manifested like out of thin air. Good to know.
Yeah. It looked like it popped clean out of thin air.
Yeah, like he said.
With evidence that clear, there's no denying that there's some supernatural force at work.
My heart's still racing. This is it, by chance, at long last. I don't think you quite understand.
Oh?
This isn't about evidence, and it isn't about belief. It's more than that. I know it's real. The moment the curse appeared, I knew everything before it even said a word. It was already there in my head, as clear as day.
You just knew, huh?
It was etched onto my soul, along with the curse echoes resentful memories. Oh yeah, actually, I should read that one. There's one for each time we get one. Oh yeah, yeah, right. The only reason for why it didn't pop up is, because the save file shenanigans. Anyway.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, the haunting clappers, an enduring superstition. As the evening bell rings in. Oh yeah, we know this one. We just need to read the real one. Yeah. A cursed power. Kills by burning one who is in possession of fire or a fire-starting device. A resentful memory. Red, red, red. Everything is dyed crimson. My home is burning to the ground. It's so hot. It's hot. So hot. I must call for help, but I cannot speak. My throat must be burned up from the smoke. No, I think I'm already on fire. That's right. I'll just use the clappers. Clack, clack. Is anybody there? Clack, clack. Why is no one coming? I'm going to burn to death. How did it come to this? Oh, right. Her. It must be the work of that vixen who appeared suddenly and enchanted my lord. That witch! Those hauntingly cold eyes had my lord dancing in the palm of her hand. Perhaps I was also taken in by her. How many innocent people did I lure in under orders? This must be karma. The sound of a heavy bell. It feels like typo. My head will split open. Alright, the evening bell. That must be why nobody can hear the sound of my clappers. I gotta do it louder. Clack, clack. Yeah, remember when we were reading that people use the clackers and the fire watchtowers to say shit about the fires? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can feel it. What it was like. Dying like they did hundreds of years ago. Wreathed in flame, writhing in pain as my flesh beckons and my blood boils. I can feel it. All the agony, all the rage. It fills me with bloodlust. I think I need to kill someone. What a way to deliver it. Oh, also, right. I should also Haruo Shijima, occupation housewife. Korseko, the hunting clappers. Haruo is a housewife who resides in a manor near Shumoku Bridge. Her 11-year-old son, Chuichi, was kidnapped and murdered about a year ago. The death was the result of a mistake on the part of the detective assigned to the case. A mistake which enraged the kidnapper and had him cut off all contact with the police, leaving no room for negotiation. The incident was covered up and Shuichi's killer remains at large, leading the aggrieved Haruo to call on the services of private investigator Richter Kai to uncover the truth. The Shijima family came from a line of samurai who built their residence in Honjo during the Edo period. They assumed important positions in the police force following the Meiji Revolution, thereby protecting their family's elevated status. Even today, many in the Shijima line work as police bureaucrats and senior police officers. Haruo's father sits in the upper echelons of the National Police Agency, and her husband, adopted into the Shijima clan through an arranged marriage, is also a highly respected agency official. However, as her family prioritizes work above all else, It wasn't long before Haru's marriage grew cold. Though she wants for nothing, she is isolated from her neighbors and withdrawn from society. Seeing her son grow into a young man gave Haru a purpose in life, but it was cut short by the kidnapping incident. Following the incident, Haru spent many days in a deep depression, breaking into sudden fits of shouting and wandering around in the middle of the night. Her cheerful, loving disposition faded away, and she took to making snide remarks at her husband, which only further soured their relationship. A few months ago, Haru's husband was transferred to another area for work and now rarely returns home, with Haru left to live in the large, empty mansion alone. As a housekeeper who has been with the family for a long time comes in to take care of all the housework, Haru has nothing but time on her hands. Depressing to say. Richter Kai, male private investigator, Korseko, none. The eccentric man that Shogooki ran into a Honjo bridge. Richter is actually a private investigator with an office in Ota City, Tokyo. After taking on a request from Haru Shijima to investigate the unsolved kidnapping and murder of her son, he gets caught up in the events surrounding the rite of resurrection. Once a police officer, Richter was racked with guilt over the police's inability to help all those in need, and quit the force to start his own private investigation firm. However, his soft-hearted nature leads him to take on too many cases and has put his office in dire financial straits. How he's still in business is a mystery, with some whispering that a wealthy patron is keeping him afloat. Richter studied alongside Detective Jun Erio at the police academy. Somewhat surprisingly, given his outlandish clothing and mannerisms, Richter excels at covert investigations and tailing his targets. How? He proudly refers to himself as an investigator extraordinaire, though that only ever succeeds at impressing himself. Richter's biggest source of happiness is nuzzling his pet female albino parakeet, Ernestine, which he keeps in his office. He also enjoys collecting mockingbird stickers. Yeah, I got that one from before. A popular line of merchandise featuring birds inexplicably dressed like delinquents, and can be frequently sighted searching around town for them. While out and about, Richter typically leaves the office, and more importantly, Ernestine, in the care of Amamori, a junior high schooler who volunteered to assist Richter after being involved in a previous case. Anyway, back to murdering. Anyone will do, as long as they're carrying fire. And that's why we died when we had the lighter. Anybody that's carrying a source for fire, it's the trigger for her echo.
Yeah. I see. That could be a problem.
You think so? From what I know of you, I was sure you'd see it as an opportunity.
The stronger the desire to resurrect someone, the stronger the urge to kill. That's how it seems to me, anyway. Good grief. Talk about a spanner in the works. I say we take stock for a moment. Remind ourselves what we've come from, where we've come from, and where we're going.
That might be a good idea. Ominous music.
That's what you hired me for, ma'am. To look into your son's kidnapping last year. To uncover the truth behind the abduction and murder of Shuichi Shijima.
Oh yes, I remember. They never did find the one who did it.
That's what I'm here about today. In fact, kind of you to let me drop by so late, by the way. I've been turning over every last stone, and I've come up with a grand total of 1 lead.
So you said.
As far as the police are concerned, it's a cold case, but I've managed to make some headway.
I remember. You were just about to tell me. About the investigation?
You know, we still need to figure out exactly what you want me to do. Tell you what. Why don't I tell you what I've found? And then we can make a decision.
Alright.
I suppose there's not much point going over the kidnapping itself.
No, I'm very familiar.
Then I'll leave that for the files and to cover and just confirm a few things about the case. The police traced the culprit's calls back to, let's see here, Northern Oyoko River, here in Sumida City. It's quite a wide area.
That's right.
In the end, they never managed to nail down exactly where the calls were coming from. But it was almost certainly the same location that Shuichi was being held captive, since Shuichi's voice could be heard during the killer's calls. Northern Oyoko River is quite a distance from Shuichi's normal school commute, factoring in that he was seen at school but went missing before he arrived at his house. It's likely he was abducted by car on his route home.
Maybe, but...
Exactly. Shuichi was a clever boy. He never would have gotten into a car with a stranger.
That's right. I was very firm about that. I know he understood, too. I even saw him warning the other children.
It's possible that they forced him into a car. The only issue is there weren't any witnesses to the kidnapping. You can't bundle someone into a car with that many students around and not be noticed. But nobody came forward to say they saw anything suspicious. So, did they target him at some other time or somewhere away from his usual route? Both of those seem a little far-fetched. Which raises the question, how did the kidnapper pull it off?
The police never managed to find an answer. In the end, they decided that the kidnapper may have just gotten lucky.
Well, why not turn the problem on its head?
Say less.
The kidnapper managed to convince Shuichi to get into the car, but how? The only thing that makes sense to me is if there was somebody he would have a reason to trust. A teacher, perhaps, or a relative, or somebody else that he knew.
But all the adults Shuichi knew had alibis. The police checked them all thoroughly.
They did, huh? No one throws numbers at a problem like the cops. But what if it wasn't someone he knew? Or rather, what if the culprit disguised himself as a police officer?
Oh! Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Yep. That'll probably do it. That would explain why he didn't find them suspicious. The Shigima family has close ties with the police, after all. He would have a reason to trust them.
You might be right. But surely that couldn't have...
Well, there's a problem with the theory. You'd be surprised at how much police officers stand out.
Oh yeah, fair.
That's sort of the point, after all. They're meant to be a visible deterrent against crime.
Unless you're an idiot.
Yeah. But there's another interesting little bit of trivia I happen to know. When you ask people to imagine someone suspicious, nobody pictures women or children.
Huh?
Even kids who have been warned about stranger danger. often subconsciously expect that danger to look like an adult man. Besides, Shuichi was the sort of boy who wanted to be a police officer when he grew up. He must have had a very strong sense of right and wrong.
That's right. Wait, surely you can't mean...
Now you're getting it. If, say, a young woman approached Shuichi asking him for help, what would he have done?
Huh.
If someone like that said they were lost and asked him for directions, would he have gotten into a car?
He might have. My husband always told him that a man had a duty to watch out for women and children. Yeah, yeah, this is the early 19-something, so yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty big back then.
Oh shit, read.
You could certainly argue that that kind of attitude is outdated nowadays. But if Shuichi believed it, then we might have had something else. Then we might have had something here.
Then you think the culprit was a young woman. But it was the man's voice on the phone.
She might have been an accomplice. Or maybe she didn't even realize she was being used.
Oof, tough with that one.
If anything, that would explain why she hasn't come forward.
Because she would feel guilty. I would be an accomplice.
Yeah. She herself might not realize she had anything to do with the case.
Or that too, yeah.
So, the question is, did anybody see Shuichi speaking with a young woman on the day of his disappearance? See, what I said about people's biases, that goes for witnesses too.
Oh yeah, especially.
And I figured that maybe, if I started asking new questions, I might be able to get some new answers. So I spent my day asking around Shuichi's school route. Oh, I didn't finish that last part. Seeing if anyone had seen something. And one man thought he had.
Do you mean he saw it happen?
Well, I can't say that for sure yet. It turned out he wanted something from me. So he asked if we could talk in private.
Ooh, it's getting juicy!
Flashback!
Several hours earlier. Oh wait, in SpongeBob voice. Several hours later.
Several hours later.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually French, so I can do the accent pretty well. Alright, this should do. There's no one around. We can speak in confidence. Excuse me. What's your name again?
Janoichi.
Got it. Well, Janoichi, I'm all ears.
Just so we're on the same page. You're a private detective investigating Choichi Shigima's kidnapping. Do I have that right?
Of course. What else do I look like?
How should I know what a private detective looks like? Oh, forget it. Look, I'll tell you straight. My life is in danger. I need your help.
You'll excuse me if that caught me a little off guard. Let me ask you straight. Who was trying to kill you?
A student called Michi Yoshiraichi.
Interesting. A schoolgirl, eh? Sounds like you've been naughty.
It's nothing like that. That girl, she's a murderer. I'm the only one who knows, but I saw what she did. Michi Yoshiraichi, I saw her kidnap Shuichi Shijima. Oh, well, fuck!
Got straight to the point.
Oh my... Now I did it.
Come again.
I saw her talk to him on the streets and lead him away. I didn't think much of it at the time, but then he went missing. She murdered him, I'm sure of it. Or at least she got something to do with it. That's what you're here for, isn't it? No, you can't let her get to me.
If that's true, then you've been sitting on some valuable information. Why didn't you tell anybody?
Well, you see...
If you can't explain that, then I don't have any reason to believe you.
I couldn't! She told me she'd kill me if I spoke a word!
You're telling me a schoolgirl had you scared for your life? And you've been sitting on that all this time. And you think she's coming for you now that you've spilled the beans?
Yes, that's it, exactly! I'm begging you, don't let her get to me! Don't let her get me! Arrest her, I'm telling you, she's a demon!
Well, you seem to believe what you're saying. But it just doesn't add up. How could a schoolgirl have a fully grown man so terrified?
You don't know what she can do. She'll curse me. Interesting.
Curse you? Wait a minute. Was that the schoolgirl that we ran into last time?
We'll have to see. We don't know her name yet.
I'm sorry, but you're losing me here. Look at that face!
Yeah, the face. It's true. Her house, it's... forget it. Why do I even bother? You seem dubious enough to believe me, but I should have known you'd never understand. Enough! I'll find someone else to help me.
Hey!
Hey, we get some things answered.
Yeah. And that's about the long and short of it.
I can hardly believe it.
At the time, I thought his mentions of curses was just strange. It was just crazy talk. But I'm starting to see that there might have been more to it.
Then, if we can just find that girl...
Curse or no curse, if she was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping, there's a good chance she knows something. On top of that, I did some digging on the man I spoke to. His full name is Kohei Jonouchi. He's a teacher at Komagata High School here in Sumida.
A teacher? Then this schoolgirl...
Is one of his students? I think that's very likely.
Well, the plot thickens.
At least, we've got a lead. At last, we've got a lead. Hopefully, it'll be the breakthrough we're looking for.
Okay, now about the right resurrection.
The Rite of Resurrection, huh? I read about that in an occult magazine the other day. Apparently, some old book showed up recently with all the gory details. They say that the rite was found. The rite can be found somewhere in Honjo.
I remember the first time you told me about that. It felt like my prayers had been heard. Like I had hope, real hope for the first time. Ever since that awful day, I've wondered, what if I hadn't sent them to school? What if I just paid their ransom? Not a day goes by when I don't think that if I had done something differently, sure she would still be alive.
You can't blame yourself, ma'am. It was the culprit's fault, not yours. No, I know that won't help any. Grief is funny like that. I'm guessing that's why you're after the riot. Guess I didn't need to ask. It's written all over your face. I can tell how much he meant to you.
Hmm.
But, and this is a big but, if the right is the real deal, using it will mean killing someone and stealing their soul.
Is that a problem? Shit.
If it comes to that, I'm afraid I'll have to stop you.
Oh, that's a shame.
A shame, huh? That's all.
I thought if I'm going to be competing with other curse bearers, then your detective skills might come in useful.
You realize you're talking about ending someone's life, right? You don't see the issue with that?
Yeah, no shit, Harry. I think any parent in my position would happily kill for a chance like this. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Is that... That's so, is it? Dear, oh dear, what have I got myself into?
I mean, if I would have to be fair, I would just go after prisoners, especially if you have access to police shit.
Yeah.
And start obviously with the ones that are obviously guilty, because you know.
Yeah.
If it makes you uncomfortable, then you won't have to get my blood on your hands yourself. I don't need you to kill the other curse bearers. I only need you to find them.
I won't be party to murder, ma'am. Not even for a client.
Well, what'll it be?
I'll pay you.
How much can I give you to change your mind?
Sorry, ma'am, but not everyone has a price. I've got my policies, and I stick to them.
And somehow you're not broke.
Yeah!
I see. I didn't realize you were so stubborn.
Let me say, though, it's not like I don't get what you're going through. As long as you're not killing anyone with your own hands, maybe I can help you out.
What do you have in mind?
Well, how about stealing someone else's curse stone after they filled it with soul dregs?
Huh?
If that was all you were after, then I can lend you my services guilt-free. If the other curse bearers want to kill each other, that's their business. I'm not trying to be a hero here.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah. I guess there's no guarantee a stolen curse stone will work, but we can worry about that later.
Well then, I suppose we have a deal. Although, what if I stole a curse stone using my curse? Would you disapprove?
That would void our contract, ma'am. Just warning you now.
My. So all in all, he wants to prevent as much bloodshed as he can with this woman right now.
Yeah. Before we go any further, why don't you tell me about that curse of yours? The haunting clappers, was it? It's one of the 7 mysteries of Honjo, if I remember correctly.
That's right. The original story did happen somewhere near here. I think I'm sure I remember hearing that.
Sorry.
Don't worry.
In that case, my money would be all the curse bearers being somewhere in Honjo. Our first move should be to narrow them down. Some of them are bound to try and come for you first. We'll need to be ready. The curses make their bearers more willing to kill, so an attack could come from anywhere.
That sounds insensible.
And if I remember correctly, your haunting clappers can set people on fire, but only if they have a naked flame or a lighter on their person. Is that right?
That's right.
In olden times, wooden clappers were used to warn people of fire. I'm guessing it punishes those who don't heed the warning. It seems like a good curse to have. It's simple and straightforward enough to use. Although it's hard to say how it stacks up without knowing what else is on the table.
You really think it's that good?
The target can't do much to throw it off. And it has a nice long activation window. It's big that it works on lighters too. Just slip one into your target's pocket. And say that condition were already fulfilled before they even knew you were there. They wouldn't even know what hit them.
Maybe I won't have to actually use it. I could just tell someone I could, and they have to do what I said.
Threats could work, although without any proof, it'll come down to how convincing you can be. If only you could use the curse, then back out at the last second.
At the last second? What an interesting idea. I have a lighter right here. We could try it out.
Oh my god!
Women! Please!
That's an interesting proposition. But maybe not. I'm not quite crazy enough to make myself a guinea pig.
Oh, I see. That's all you have to say? How do I...
You're an odd one, ma'am, if you don't mind me saying. And I don't think that's just the curse.
Look at that face.
Yeah.
You're a flatterer. Sure, let's leave it at that.
As for what we do next, first of all, I think you should stay indoors. Try not to do anything spontaneous or outside your normal routine.
Alright, finally here.
Alright then, have you decided what you want me working on?
What it'll be?
Help with the riot.
Bringing my son back is more important. I want you to help me with the rite of resurrection.
Roger that. The riot it is. Odds are good that the other curse bearers are also working by night. Anyone they kill under the cover of darkness won't be discovered until sunrise. I bet they'll be trying to do as much as they can before morning comes. So it's settled then. I'll look into the other curse bearers by night. And once the city wakes up, and I can start asking questions, I'll investigate the kidnapping as well. I'll try and find Mrs. Shiraishi as part of the bargain.
Good one. Thank you, that's more than enough.
Now then. I should get to work. There's only so much time before sunrise.
You know, how the fuck do you do cover-up missions? How the fuck do you tell people in this fucking outfit?
Michael Jackson looking motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll call you if I find out anything new. You can stay here and keep a lookout.
Alright.
There's no telling what kinds of curses you might find out on the streets tonight. Don't go outside if you can't help it. And try to be ready for anything.
I will.
Well, if that's all, I should be going.
Alright, let's continue with this.
You're...
Harujijima, 1 AM. Shijima Mansion reception room. It's been almost an hour since Richter left. He promised he'd call me if anything happened. But he hasn't. So all I can do is wait and wait. The flowers put me at ease, just a little. Should I put a record on? No, it's too late for that. I'm not in the mood for music anyway. That old, hanging scroll. I've seen it too often to feel anything from it now. Come to think of it, I never offered him any tea. Not that I ever learned how to make it. Fair.
Aw.
It's a fax machine. I rarely find a use for it. I don't even know anybody else who wants one. And no one in this day and age too. There's nothing on this on at this hour. I see no point in turning it on.
Are we not gonna look at the newspaper on the floor?
That's like primal thing. I'm just looking at everything else first.
Oh,
My
fair.
husband used to complain that it was too dark, but I rather like the gloom. Alright, there we go. What's this? A newspaper? It must have fallen off the chair. I mean...
Read it.
It's a newspaper. I only leave them in here for the guests. I hardly ever read them myself. I don't think I've taken the time to go over one in years, in fact. Well, it's not like I have anything better to do.
Well, might as well just go down the line.
Fair. It looks like the city's biggest problem right now is pollution. I remember how the air and water used to be even more polluted. The river was covered in scum from all the sewage industrial waste, and it stank so badly it made my eyes water. Eventually, people started getting sick, and it couldn't be ignored anymore. Fortunately, it's gotten better since then. Although the air around the industrial district is still filthy with gas and smog. All sorts of articles about the current state of the economy. Now that the post-war boom has passed its peak, we're moving into the era of large corporations. It's about 220 and 230 yen to the dollar. Manufacturing is one of the rise and exports are healthy. The town's dollar's down from its height, and people are saying it could fall further. Yeah, right, the bubble exploded.
Yeah.
And there's no denying how much the standard of living has improved in the past few years. It's common to own a car and television now, as supermarkets are better stocked than ever. Yeah, no, the thing that is suffering now is fucking jobs. Now that everyone has more spending money to go around, people are coming up with all kinds of new diversions. It's just like only yesterday that people were flocking to the arcades to shoot aliens. God, I miss the arcades.
Yeah.
But now we have these enormous theme parks and gaming machines that plug straight into our televisions. Everyone's talking about superhero series, foreign films, and movies based on the latest bestseller. Back in my day, fusion rock and folk music was all the rage. But now it's all about city pop and idols. I find it hard to care about that sort of thing anymore. Everyone must attend high school now, even girls. Universal education policy, they call it. The country's gotten rich enough that every children can go to school. Education is the backbone of modern society. If you want to go to work for a good company, you have to get into a good university. With more people in the running than ever, the competition to get into those universities has gotten fierce though. The new generation is rebelling. Schoolyard violence and delinquency are on the rise. But my boy was too sensible to get mixed up in any of that. I don't want to read anymore. It'll only remind me of him. Oh, there's more shit to read. Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no check marks.
If there's one thing Honjo never wants for, it's horrific crimes. They found a police officer dead in a local park just the other day. Oh!
Huh.
A lot of my family are in the police. I hope it wasn't anybody I knew. I don't read the news anymore, not since last year. It brings back bad memories. Suicide at local high school? Oh, I remember that. A high school girl jumped off the roof about a week ago. Jesus!
Holy shit.
She was bullied, I think. Or maybe it was something about exam pressure. Oh yeah, those are very fucked up in Japan.
Uh-huh.
Huh? What? But No, this can't be right. Her name. Michiyo Shiraishi from Komagata High School? It can be. So that's something. Anyway, how about economy? Although with everyone flocking to the city, land prices are skyrocketing. Nowadays, most people can only dream of home ownership. So it is today too.
Real.
The city center is going to be nothing but apartments before long. I'm not exactly a businesswoman, so this all feels like another world to me. Culture articles? I heard a new big thing is some mascot, the line of delinquent birds, mockingbirds, I think it's called. Was that what Richter was talking about? Trend seems to have such short shelf lives now, with how quickly the times are changing. I think I'm just too old to keep up anymore. It's the young people who are leading the way, with their modern worldviews. My generation will only fall further behind. Real. I don't really watch much television. It feels as if all the information in the world gets passed through that little black box. But father stopped them from reporting on the kidnapping back when it happened. I was glad about that, less fuss. Now that the comedy boom is... Comedy? Economy. Typo, I guess. Oh no, it is the comedy.
That says comedy.
Yeah, now the comedy boom is over, all the comedians are flocking to other genres. The occult seems really popular at the moment. Look at all these paranormal specials. Michiyo Shiraishi, the same girl who witnessed my son's kidnapping, committed suicide last week? But that means... Mr. Jonuichi was terrified of someone who already died? Is that what he meant by a curse? I can't work this out on my own. Maybe Richter will know. Why won't he call? Oh, I haven't left it off the hook, have I? Oh yeah, there's a phone. Didn't see that one. I'm waiting for Richter to contact me, but he hasn't. I made sure the receiver is on the hook. It'll ring as soon as he calls. Oh, there we go. Huh? That must be him. Hello, Jijima residence? 2 a.m. Come, I got a bridge. Richter called me out to meet him, and we came here to Gomakara Bridge. Richter, there's something I need to tell you.
Funny. I was just thinking the same thing.
He's gazing down at the water. What does he see down there, I wonder? We're on Kamagara Bridge over the Sumida River. There's a highway on one side and a freeway on the other, but they're both deserted this late at night. The Sumida River. The water is filthy and horrid, but at night, when it's still, it looks almost peaceful.
Can I ask you something, man? Is the Sumida River what you Honjo folks picture when you think of home?
I couldn't say. All I can tell you is that I can hardly stand the sight of it.
Right. Should have guessed.
This was where they found him after he went missing. All alone, floating in that horrible water. Oh!
Oh!
All I can think is how scared he must have been. How cold he must have been. What did he ever do to deserve something so awful? I come here every day since then. And I pray to the river to give him back. To give me back my son. Day after day after day.
You know, in olden times, people believed rivers marked where our world met the next.
Yeah, right, Shintoism.
Yeah. So the act of crossing flowing water had a huge amount of spiritual significance. Back when Edo was founded, the people of Chuo saw the Sumida River the same way. They associated the far side of the river with the afterlife, the same place that would later become Honjo. All their fear and
Revulsion.
revulsion, thank you, accumulated there and took root.
Whoa.
But then the Ryogoku Bridge sprang up after the Great Fire of Meiriki. I think I have that right.
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
And just like that, Honjo was part of the city too. And as it turned from farland into a town, the people surrounded it with man-made rivers and crisscrossed it with canals and waterways.
Weren't those to prevent flooding? That's what I was told.
They were, but that's not all they were for. Their other purpose was to contain all the corruption that had built up on the far shore. Stop it leaking through to our side of the Great Divide. Officially, they were a physical barrier, but unofficially, they were a spiritual one too.
So if I have this right, are you saying that Honjo is a place where the real world meets the afterlife?
Exactly. That's why the rite of resurrection is here, rather than anywhere else. I'm sure of it. And it's probably why seven mysteries and the curses have survived to the modern day. And I guess that would make this spot we're standing right now, right over the water, the border between life and death. If there was a place where bringing back the dead might be possible, I reckon it's here. It's funny that you mentioned praying to the river. I think that might have done more than you'd think.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
Just thinking aloud, ma'am.
Well, it's a nice thought. Oh, that's right. There's one more memory I have of this river. Do you mind if I tell you?
Go ahead.
It must have been about 20 years now, when I was still a schoolgirl. Back then, the Sumida River was much filthier than it is now. It was full of garbage and industrial discharge. It was scummy and slimy, and it stank. You could look over the waste, the water, and see dead cats and dogs and pigeons just floating. And one day, among all the filth and garbage, there was a piece of my missing classmate's hand. Well now.
What?
It was almost a miracle when you stop to think about it. What were the chances that someone would find a part of her that was still recognizable? And that although everything but the palm had rotted away in the water, the part that was left would have an identifiable scar, and that they could tell it being a murder from the blade marks on the bone.
Wait. Are you talking about the Nijima murders?
So you have heard of it. I'm impressed. I assume you were an elementary schooler at the time.
I wasn't really aware of it then. I only heard about it after the fact. I had no idea the victim was a classmate of yours.
To be honest, it was all a bit of a blur. A wave of chaos just parting around me. Something like that. They said the rest of her body must have sunk to the bottom of the river. They combed the riverbed, but they only ever found pieces. Everything else must have rotted down and flowed out to the sea. Afterwards, I heard that all the divers who had been looking for her fell ill.
A sorry story for everyone involved, huh? It's funny. Everyone figures the river's filthy already. So one more piece of garbage wouldn't hurt. But every little bit makes it worse. It's a vicious cycle. I know I wouldn't want to go rooting around down there myself.
That's right, which is why the riverbed is the last place anybody would go looking. Or so was the killer's thinking of, I suppose. The times were changing quickly back then. Things were confusing, everyone seemed to be in a hurry. Young people were moving to Tokyo in droves, some even ran away from home to take in the big city. And they made easy targets for bad people. A lot of them ended up disappearing without a trace. You see, back then, if you chopped a body into tiny pieces and threw them in the river, it would rot quickly and discreetly and sink to the bottom, never to be seen again.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
They arrested him shortly after, Fumichika Najima, the man who killed my classmate and cut her into pieces. He was so methodical about it, it couldn't have been his first crime. And people began to wonder how many other girls he'd murdered the same way. The police never found any evidence of other murders in the end. But the river knows the truth. How many corpses has it swallowed up over the years, I wonder? That same thought spread through everyone's mind, and they started to avoid this area. So really, this river has been rank with corruption for decades now. Or at least that's how it seemed to me. Well, was that interesting?
Well, I could see why you don't have any good memories of this river. With all that darkness lurking beneath the surface, there's no reason you would. Still, if I may, I'm surprised you know so much about the Nijima murders.
But how could I not? After all, I was the one who found the hand. The police actually wrote me a thank you letter. They said it was only thanks to me that they managed to bring Najima to justice. That was the only time my father ever said he was proud of me. Ouch!
Damn. Huh. I guess it just wasn't the killer's day.
Sometimes I wonder if he resents me for it. The Sumida River. I have nothing but awful memories of it. Very fair, after that story.
Yep. I'll go first, he's been talking.
There's something I need to tell you.
What's up?
Well, that girl, Michiyo Shiraishi, the one who...
The one who was with Shuichi on the day of the kidnapping?
That's her. Well, she's dead.
She's what?
The student who committed suicide last week, that was her.
I heard something like that happened. Never got the name, though. Talk about bad luck. Finally get a lead, only to find it's turned into a literal dead end. Unless her death was the whole reason Jonouchi was so shaken up. He said she was going to curse him. Was he talking about her taking revenge from beyond the grave?
It seems like we're back where we started.
Not necessarily. That teacher knows something, I'm sure of it. At the very least, I'd put money on him having something to do with Mrs. Shiraichi's death. That's why he's so scared of being cursed by her.
I see.
And also, something tells me he knows more about your son's kidnapping.
Huh?
In any case, I think I've got a good idea of what he's hiding. Call it a hunch.
A hunch?
Well, more of a theory.
A game
Care to take
theory.
a guess? I was just debating if I was gonna do it. I can guess.
I can't say for certain, but
Mr. Jonoichi. Yeah. Silent, obviously didn't silence himself. With blackmail. What if Mr. Jonoichi silenced Michio Shiraichi with blackmail?
What do you think?
Exactly. Oh, I got it right!
Full marks!
Okay, I did not expect that.
Good job!
Exactly my thinking. Jonuchi knew Miss Shiraichi's connection to the kidnapping. He used it to blackmail her into doing his bidding. He made her feel so trapped, she took her own life to escape. That's my only read on it.
How despicable.
Well, that's just a theory.
A game theory!
Right now, I think we need to have... Yeah, the new ones aren't as good.
Yeah, they do the job well enough, but...
Yeah, they also touch on games that I don't think MatPat would ever touch on.
Yeah.
Anyway, right now, I think we need to have another chat with Mr. Jonuchi.
Please, go ahead.
Alright then. I've been poking around places connecting to the 7 mysteries, looking for curse bearers. And I think I've found a few candidates. First, a tall man I ran into in Kinshibori Park. I asked him for directions, trying to probe him a little. But he turned the questions right back around on me. And said he was out there. And said he was out of there the second he figured I wasn't what he was looking for. I got the sense curses were nothing new to him. I'm about 40% sure he's a curse bearer.
Oh.
Then there's this middle-aged guy I saw at South Warigesui Street. There's no question about this one. He had one of the curse stones in his hand. He had a nervous air around him, too. It was clear he was up to some shady business. Gathering soul drags, I bet. He'd make a good target.
I remember this.
These two. Next up is a pair. A young man and woman I saw around Ryogoku Bridge. This time, the man came up to me and flat out asked me if I was a curse bearer. I told him I didn't know what he was talking about, and he backpedaled and left. Looks like they lurk around there often, looking for kindred spirits, would be my guess. Though it didn't seem like they were working as a pair. Gathering soul dregs in a group might be a decent idea, if you could make it work. But with things being how they are, it's got to be hard to find folks one can trust. They've got brass, though. I don't know what their deal is, but I'd like to find out.
Hey!
Last is 2 detective I've seen sniffing around.
The police are involved?
Not necessarily. A body turned up in a local park a few days ago. They So they might just be looking into that.
Hey, we read on that in the newspaper.
Yeah. Still, the park's got some ties to one of the 7 mysteries. Might be it was a curse that did the guy in. And if they're sending detectives from the head office, then something's gotta be up.
How do you know where they're from?
Let's just say that when you're in this business, there are some faces you get to know. Anyway, that's anyone who's caught my eye.
You find all of them in so little time? I really did hire the best.
It's all in the name, ma'am. Richter Kai P.I. No, wait. Make that Richter Kai investigator extraordinaire.
My, investigator extraordinaire. Is that why you got dressed like that without drawing attention to yourself?
You bet. An investigator extraordinaire can blend in like a chameleon in any outfit.
Oh, give me a second. I need to attend something. Well, that aside, that middle-aged man and the young couple sound the most promising, am I right?
Whichever we pick, it's still too early to make a move. Seems like the curse bearers are less involved with each other than we thought. Plus, there's still others we don't know about. I say we hang fire and... I completely paused on that part, I'm sorry. I say we hang fire and see how things play out. Once more bodies start showing up, that'll get the pot nice and hot. And once it's boiling, our chance will come.
Is something wrong?
Not really. It just struck me. It's been 20 years since the Nejima murders.
So it has.
Not to spook you or anything, but I thought you might be interested in knowing.
Hmm?
Life in prison doesn't always mean like, oh yeah, because it's like a 20-year sentence.
Hmm. And there's also, parole. Yeah.
Yeah. There's precedent for the first-time offenders being allowed out on parole after 20 years. Only if they're found to show remorse and the desire to reform themselves, of course.
That's right. I'm impressed you know so much. Still, it's hard for someone with a criminal record to reintegrate in society.
I hear they've been trying to fix that recently. Matching inmates with jobs and accommodation.
Oh, really?
They keep an eye on them, of course, and make them report in for regular checkups. But to avoid discrimination, they keep the inmates' records a secret from anyone but their employers. They even give particularly notorious criminals new identities so they won't be recognized in the workplace.
My. The way you put it, it's like you're saying Fumichika and Nejima could be out on parole right now. Back in society under a new name, with nobody not any the wiser.
It's possible. As it happens, a little birdie told me about a big name making parole a few months back. I don't know if that was Nejima, but our discussion just now did bring it to mind.
I see. How unsettling. Now that you mention it, I just remembered something too.
What is it?
I was passing Kamagata High School a little while ago when I saw someone. A janitor, I think. I could have sworn he reminded me of Funchika Najima. Well, shit!
Oh boy. Oh?
He looked a little different after 20 years. Much thinner, I remember, too. I told myself I was just seeing things. But perhaps... Perhaps he was him after all.
Yeah. So, wait. The guy who got arrested for taking a high school student and chopping them up into pieces and throwing them in the river is now a janitor at that high school.
Most likely.
Ah.
Ironic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, what's next?
The big question now is what the rest of the curse bearers are up to. Luckily, the Shumida River is a good distance away from many of the seven mysteries. It's unlikely that it's unlikely the other curse bearers will come all the way here. I can finally have a moment to think.
I see. Alright. Okay, before we read that, usually this is where you get cut off before having to start another story.
Yeah.
So, which one do you want to go first now, after that? Oh yeah,
Well, we're
did say
going
that down the list, yeah.
down the list, yeah.
Before that though, I need to go to the bathroom, BRB. Alright, we're back. After a couple things. Anyway, detectives!
Let's go.
Tetsuo Tsutsumi, 11 p.m. Former Yasuda Gardens.
Ah, yes, I remember this place.
Yep. Is you?
Oh, right. Hey, boss. Forensics is all done.
Forensics.
Forensics. I did not recognize that word. Fuck. Alright, forensics is all done. The crime scene is clean.
Yeah, no, when I was like 15 years old, more or less, I was all about detective shit and all that stuff, so I know most of these words.
Fair.
Especially because of Danganronpa.
Yeah. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow, like nothing ever happened.
I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened.
You'd be surprised. Lots of people love this kind of thing. I bet they'd be lining up to get in. Occult stuff is really popular right now. Did you know that, boss?
Sounds stupid.
Well, it's not exactly rooted in science, but if ghosts really did exist, you could just ask them who the perp is.
Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple.
Oh, but you know, I've heard that high school girls are really into these spirit board things these days. Supposedly, you can call on spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something?
You can try it out yourself if you're so interested.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss.
What now? Stop messing around. You really think we're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrub of paper?
Sounds like you know all about it. Gonna be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on?
Don't make me laugh. Listen up, Ariel. You can't go blaming the death of your body on something like the occult.
I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whoever or whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you that.
Well, you got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing and you stop seeing everything else.
Aye, aye, boss. So, now that we finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know.
Now? It's getting late. I figure we'd head straight home from here.
Come now, we've got to go over all the info we've gathered. And what better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime, where we can soak up all the atmosphere.
Soak up the atmosphere? The hell is there to soak up? You must be really into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this.
Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way.
No, don't turn this around me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. Fine, let's get this over with.
Aye, aye, boss.
Yeah.
It feels like SpongeBob and Squidward mentality.
Yeah. Yeah, so we did get this the profiles on these guys with Shogoki, so that's why we don't get a presentation letter.
Yeah.
Anyway, that would be, Junario. Select smell, occupation detective, Kurseko, none. The fresh-faced police detective that Shogoki met at Midoricho Park. Jun is a young detective with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, first investigate division with the rank of sergeant. Jun encountered a Kurseko while investigating. Actually, that's yet to happen. You didn't heard anything from me. The former Yasuda Gardens. You.
The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichome were originally built as a part of Daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. I butchered that so hard.
It was mostly right. It's Ichome. Ichome.
Yeah. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. There's not a soul around at this time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. This is advanced darkness.
Pond.
This pond, they say it used to flow into the Sumida River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off.
Fair.
Yep.
Junario, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. First investigative division, his rank is sergeant. This is his first time leading a case, means like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, the force could use more people like him. That's cute.
Yeah. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But one incident like this has come to pass. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing this is any consolation.
About the case.
So, early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park. They called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds.
Yeah, so first thing first.
That looks like a curse did that.
Yeah. But also second, that's a detective? Well, I guess he was hiding, I guess, or in a free day.
Maybe? Oh, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means that this was likely a murder. The Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. And I think that about sums it up.
It's dry and simple.
But, boss?
Yeah?
Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but...
It's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they got their reasons.
Boss, You know something, don't you?
It's all about... It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much.
Thinking about it, the only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. That means there must have been something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to, some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right?
You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself.
Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer.
Okay, how about the victim?
The victim is Hajime Yoshimi of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau. That was a long fucking sentence.
So, the CCSB.
Yeah. 27 years old, single. Damn. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer.
You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like?
Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He looks like a jock.
Yeah,
Sir. He could be a little. He is a jock. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation.
Sounds like we lost a good one.
Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but...
It's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling.
He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our classes. Only problem was that he took on too much. He had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I always felt we need an unusual guy like him to help us solve our unusual cases.
Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself.
Me? I'm the most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago.
There was one even weirder than you. Damn.
Hajime was quite the bad boy in school. Apparently, he ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward. Said it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously.
That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes me want to have a drink in his honor.
Please don't make fun of my dead friend.
Hey, I said in his honor. You should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field.
See that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up fighting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me the most, boss.
Nah.
Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale.
Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how the investigation goes.
I can already see it. Ario, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed?
I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours.
Yeah, that'll be a sight to see. I can't wait.
Damn! You can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. Shish, you really are something.
Thank you.
They're a mess.
Yeah. Like I said, SpongeBob and Squidward mentality.
Yeah. What about the victim's family?
The Yoshimi family from Kitatsunju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. I went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, the kind of place that seems super haunted.
And he lived there alone?
It looked like the home of an old noble family. It was hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in the house like that.
There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things were complicated.
That's a bias, too. He never talked about any of that, even when we're drunk. So I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing.
Yeah?
Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was this beautiful woman.
Not so. How terrible for her. But she may know if there been anything going on with them lately. We should speak to her.
Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow.
Yeah, he died single, but single isn't the same as having a fiancé.
Yeah.
Because they were going out, but they weren't married. So yeah, in their civil records, you would be single.
Yeah. Hey, boss. I looked into the case that Hajime was running.
Oh, great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died?
Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles.
Uh-huh.
The first was the suicide of the high school girl who jumped off the building in Kamizawa last week.
Ah, yeah, I did hear about that. It all connects. Oh, Jesus.
The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komogata High School. But it seems as though Hajime had contact with her even before this incident.
So she'd been in trouble for some time.
That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what.
Must have been trouble at home.
That's what he thought too. It seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem. There was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead.
Then it's possible he could have prevented her suicide then.
He must have been devastated. And that's why he was looking into this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened and drove her to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation.
I see, and you're thinking that it may have something to do with his death. We'll have to find out what it is Hajime discovered.
Right. Let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow, too.
About the victim. And what was the other case he was working?
This one is also related to Komagata High School student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Okuda. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who are up to no good.
Juvenile delinquency. Fun.
She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault, and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months, and she was finally starting to open up. Then he met with the girl the day he died.
Well, every school's got its problems. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him.
Right. Just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out with someone to help her get through this.
Well, we'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But... we can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her too.
Ah, yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive, after all. I'll ask Sumida to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her.
That's what we hire for you for. Lay a little boy charm on them if they need convincing.
Yeah, I'm sure they'd prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss.
Watch it! I'm still your superior. You ought to act like you respect me, at least.
Oh, I thought I was...
You were? Shit! Is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. He's a boomer.
It's probably just me, actually.
Well, don't you think you can get away with that with other people?
So anyway, boss.
Were you even listening?
We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, 2 Komogata High School students that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow.
Okay.
As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared it was some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness and no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved.
Dying in the middle of the park like that, it certainly seems suspicious.
We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We've got people to identify those prints.
If we can find who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out.
Yes. Wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets.
So we can rule out a mugging. Though there probably aren't many people who think to try mugging a cop as big as him.
I also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. He started judo once and became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly.
Sounds like the perp would have have been pretty strong to take on Hajime.
The time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's opening hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday.
11 p.m., the day before yesterday. That was Hajime. What was Hajime doing out there at the time in the first place?
That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that'd be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? Someone probably called him here.
It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. And since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here?
Oh, that does seem likely.
They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret.
And then they got into a fight?
No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There was no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. The bear must have planned something.
Then you think this was meditated? That would mean... They called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him.
Well, there is still a possibility that it was just some kind of accident. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. We should be able to get a clearer picture once we know exactly what killed him.
Right.
About Suzume.
But either way... I'm so glad you're back in the first division, boss. I've always admired your work. You're like a god to me. You're the whole reason I became a detective in the first place.
Ah, yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but...
Yes, that's because it's true. I couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true.
Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it?
What is it?
If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me that the appropriate amount of respect.
Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, when you roll your mouth like that.
It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out here soon.
Yeah, I get that.
I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today.
Oh, really? Funny, I've been wowed by you too.
On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss?
What else wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden.
It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single?
Shut it, that's none of your business.
Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. I wonder why that is. You don't say anything like that, though.
How should I know? I gave to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Experience.
Huh, so then...
God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Yikes.
Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. Can't believe she'd give up a guy like you.
I was never home much. Too focused on work. Might come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is a dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all.
How sad. Especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first?
It was already too late by then. You better be careful, Ario.
You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, not unless they're involved with police work themselves or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter. You have a daughter, boss?
You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense.
Come on, I promise I don't mean this in in the way it sounds, but how old is she?
Okay.
Oh my god!
Thanks for the warning, though. Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try to not look so intrigued. She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college.
Wow, a college student. Mad love an educated lady.
You're not helping your case, Ario.
Yeah.
Stop that! What kind of cop are you, making baseless assumptions like that?
She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her.
Worry? I don't even know where she lives.
So she hasn't told you? Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere.
I would not. I don't think. He didn't deny it.
Come on now. We both know that's not true.
Listen here.
You may look like a mean old man, but you really have a soft side.
What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? I can't keep up with you. We're still talking about this. I love these two already so much.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nejima murder.
You know your history. Yeah, that happened a year or two after our wedding.
You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was the only elementary school at the time. I was in. Okay, I read that wrong. I thought I was only in elementary school at the time. But I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested.
Oh, that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. Yeah, very. With
Yeah.
With Haruo finding the body, a hand by chance that had a visible scar that she knew. I'd really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make you scared crawl when you learned about it at the academy?
It did. We were all terrified.
Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. Yeah, usually the people that look the most normal or shy tend to be pretty fucked up.
It's always the quiet ones.
Yep. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I mean, yeah, you basically had no chance until that hand showed up.
Yeah. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end.
That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been reversed, but we may have stuck with Fumichika Nejima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. And all the damage he did...
Hand.
What?
Haha, hand.
Anyway, and all the damage he did to everyone involved, especially the victims' classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. This is why I try not to think about it.
I'm sorry.
About the occult.
So all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss?
What are you talking about?
The Rite of Resurrection thing that everyone's talking about.
No, not you too. I've been hearing about that shit everywhere.
Oh, you have? That's surprising.
Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job.
But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? The whole thing started right here in Honjo, in Sumida City, so I thought that maybe...
Cut it out. Nothing good can come of getting involved with that rite or whatever, or that record of fates.
Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult?
Stop that. Seriously. This isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but... bringing the dead back to life, that's the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. So don't go hoping for miracles, got it?
Well, boss, I think that about does it.
Right, let's call it for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh god, what is that?
Huh? Boss? What's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile.
Not now, Ariel! Damn it! It was that case all along!
Boss, what is it? Is there something over there?
Ugh! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Kill them. Kill them! Those who spread lies. Kill them all! You have acquired the power of the curse stone, the Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you.
Ah.
A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill! Can you hear it, Curse Bearer? You who so strongly desire the right. Kill them all! So now that we acquire that... The Evergreen Beach. Curse power kills by hanging one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false statements. Our sinful memory. He deceives us with his so-called right of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts, swinging from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Jinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Netsuga's clasp. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic, the type to smile through whatever her life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. The prosperity that the ukiyo boom brought must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man, even in death. He hung there for days, till his neck stretched horrifically. A vestige of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died, his flesh marked with dark scars where the rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech tree's leaves do not fall, and neither did the man's body hanging from it. As the mansion's owner was not at home, another unfortunate event. The people held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. So yeah, that's a fucked up one.
Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Boss! Boss! Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile.
Sorry. I'm fine. Ariel.
Yes?
I have some bad news.
Oh no. Your senility is kicking in, isn't it?
No! We got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, we're gonna have some shit to do with them.
Oh god.
Okay, now I can read this. Yeah, the curse cycle, the Evergreen Beach. The group and the Grove Police detective that Shogoki met at Midorichi Park. Tetsuo is a veteran detective with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. He was possessed by the Evergreen Beach Curse Echo while investigating the former Yasuda Gardens. Previously a member of the Secret Paranormal Affairs. That's... Never mind, that's still something that you need to know. My memory is not good.
Nah.
I might as well just show you the profiles once we complete the storyline on them.
Yeah, it would probably be a good idea to get back to the point where we were before on a different, like a new save.
We're already way ahead on this one, anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The Rite of Resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the powers of curses from the seven mysteries of Honjo. And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area. Is that right?
Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake.
You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth.
I'm never silly.
The only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously right now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that.
It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I try not to get too close.
Are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong?
Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen.
You don't have to keep saying it, I'm listening.
We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk.
Hey, wait for me, boss!
Hey, the music!
That's a pretty funky beat.
Very detective-like music too.
Yeah.
Ryogoku Bridge.
Sorry, just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility.
It's the truth. Not like I can prove it though. Revealing the existence of a secret department is against the rules, even to a fellow cop. But this is an emergency. I need his help. I'll tell him. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone.
Right, you can trust me not to. But no, I just can't believe it. I heard rumors that you used to be a member of a secret division attached to the Security Bureau. I can't believe we actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs.
Yeah, I'm sure it comes as a shock. I couldn't believe it myself. I saw the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there.
No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was fascinated by secret agencies and stuff.
You serious?
But thinking about it, it totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them.
Honestly, pretty cool.
Yeah.
But also, okay, now we can actually read it. Okay, yeah, the department, first he was possessed by the Evergreen Beach Crusago while investigating the formation of the Guardians, previously a member of the Secret Paranormal Affairs Bureau within the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, Security Division. He makes use of this experience to investigate the ongoing larger-scale curse incident with his partner, Ario. Rather than sitting behind a desk, Chief Inspector Tsutsumi always worked in the field as he moved his way up the police force. Behind his stern face lies a compassionate man, ever prepared to help his fellow officers. That same attentiveness to his work and colleagues, however, cost Tetsuo his marriage several years ago. Tetsuo had a penchant for candy and desserts, which he tries, but fails, to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. He delights in buying local sweets wherever he is sent to investigate a case, and would often volunteer to be dispatched to distant locations to acquire them while he was with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. He is also surprisingly knowledgeable about current trends, a trait he puts down to investigate related research, but which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. Aww.
That's sweet.
Okay, Yujo and Ario. Yeah, right there. Yeah, Jun encountered a Kursago while investigating the mysterious death of his colleague, Hajime Yoshimi, in the former Yasuda Gardens with Tetsuo Tsutsumi. When Tetsuo explained to him that the supernatural is real, he accepted this fact without a moment's hesitation and vowed to help his partner to solve the case. Born to a relatively well-off household, Jun developed a healthy sense of self-esteem and optimistic outlook on life. Although watching action movies and detective series as a child instilled in him a desire to help those in need, it was the desire of Tetsuo Tsutsumi, who was in charge of investigating a case Jun was involved in, as a student that should inspire him to become a police officer. While Jun still maintains a strong respect for Tetsuo, he also gets much enjoyment out of making casual cracks to get a rise out of the veteran officer. As an adult, Jun continues to hold on to this faint hope that that the world is as he pictured in his youth, a thrilling place in which superheroes do battle against secret evil organizations. He attended the police academy with Richter Kai, who is now a private investigator. The two initially became friendly when Jun found Richter holed up in a hole in their friend's room scouring over old crime data, and invited him to go bowling, a popular pastime during this era. So that's the other odd dog that he was talking about.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's right. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on. I thought you joined up because of me?
Come on, boss. Do you really think I have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing.
Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why they stuck me there. Those 4 years, I worked nothing but cases involving the supernatural.
So, do you have it?
Have what?
Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call supernaturally gifted?
Nope, I never felt anything at all. Even if I did, I'd be a lightweight at best. One beer and I'm done. Again with the fucking alcohol thing! Oh.
Oh, huh. I guess that's how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense. Like how much liquor they can handle. Yeah, this again.
Nope, that's just me. So hope it'll help get the point across.
It is not just you. Oh, huh.
Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you.
No, it's not your fault, boss.
Not the risk of disappointing you yet again. I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on.
What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so.
Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Unpaid intern!
Yeah! Yikes. That seems like it'd be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act.
Pretty much. Well, you really know the law. No comment. Fair?
Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh?
Yeah.
So, what do we do now? We've got this rite of resurrection and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo.
The curse is being spread out around the city is a bit of an emergency.
Is that bad?
I'll put it this way, it's like handing out guns all over town. Yeah.
America.
Pretty much.
Jeez, that's real bad.
Yeah, America's real bad. It is, so we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually, that'd be a job for Paranormal Affairs, but... No, I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So they told me to deal with it myself. Said it'd be fine since I have some experience.
Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means...
Yep, you're gonna help me, partner.
Alright, let's do this!
You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. You really have no reservation working in a case you know nothing about.
You said it was an emergency. I didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss.
You really are something. It might actually be nice having you around.
Why, thank you. So, what exactly do we do?
If these curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should all be here in town.
Right. There's seven of them. That means there are 6 more out there.
Man, we have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones.
But, boss, you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer?
Pretty much.
We can't let that happen. Should you even be out there right now?
Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with ØVuÚ Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed's curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave.
That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are.
But it's possible that other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious.
That means someone who may have the power of a curse. Understood. In that case, why don't I ask that guy who's been watching us the whole time?
What do you know? There is someone there. Good luck.
Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I've got some questions. I'm with the police.
Also, yeah, just by seeing that scene, I can tell that as very whimsy as Ario is, has very good sharp senses.
Yeah. Oh, it's this guy.
Of course.
Thank you for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yutaro Namigaki. Is that your name? That's your name, correct?
Yes. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective. Did something happen? Alright, lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. So, what is it you were doing here? It must be the incident at the former Yusura Gardens. The dead policeman? I can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective. Have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach?
Oh, God! Answer my question.
How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it.
Not here.
If it's the Evergreen Beach you're after, you'd be better off looking around the former Yasura Gardens than here. Oh, you know a lot about this. But that's what I thought. Detectives, you have the cursed stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? Bro.
Way to say it!
Bro.
How did you know?
Ario, you idiot! Well, that was much easier than expected.
Oh, crap. Sorry.
His senses may be sharp, but his talking skills are another thing.
He's an airhead.
It was simple in inference. I figured you would have taken the curse stone if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intentions of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look, this is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Food Washing Mansion. That's right, but are you sure about this? I'm not so rushed that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were a curse bearer. Not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Okay. a sequel, shall we?
Oh, okay. Boss?
Sure, we'd rather resolve this amicably too. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. Huh? This is my curse stone, the Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What?
What, boss? Why did you tell him?
As for how the curse works...
Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that...
It hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. Ah. I see what it
Yeah,
is.
we could have cursed him.
So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell, understand?
Whoa, really? That's super useful.
I see, understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. Damn, it seems I've lost the upper hand. 9 point for petty tricks then. I'll be honest with you. Do we continue?
I don't think we need to use the curse, actually.
Fair. So far so good. There's someone I want to bring back, so I like your assistance in collecting soul drakes.
He keeps lying.
Can't help you. Please, all you have to do is tell me who the other curses bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, I can't just look the other way around and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No. It's your final warning.
Wait, don't continue. I was gonna say, don't continue. Turn off the thing. Turn off the thing.
There we go. My curse stone, the food washing mansion. Do you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you was the curse bearer. I'll be taking both of your soldiers anyway.
Wait, Namigaki.
The food washing mansion is a powerful curse and so simple to activate. It's ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice on my feet. That sounds so weird.
Use the curse. Use the curse.
He didn't let me because he wasn't lying.
Oh.
Yeah, so whenever that appeared when he was talking, it's not that he was lying. It's that we could have used it to check if he was lying or not.
Oh.
Anyway, Ario, get out of here! Hurry! I'll find you later.
What? Okay.
Too late! Hear the voice of my curse echo!
The voice of his curse echo?
Huh? What? Why does my curse echo work? He's so pathetic. But also, yeah, quick call. Impossible! This has never happened! Not on this timeline.
What's happening? I don't hear anything.
Ario, now! Grab him!
Right. Namigaki, get down.
God damn it!
Boss, here. His curse stone.
Good work. Give it to me.
Here's the stone acquired, the food washing mansion.
That was easy.
Yep.
You know, but you know, out of all the people to get that, these guys are honestly the better option.
Yeah.
Damn it! Why?
What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up?
I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer.
You let him go. All we need is a stone.
Could this happen? I read a resurrection.
Give it up. The ride was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you'd be better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here.
Damn it!
that was a close one, huh, boss?
Very. So with that, we can read up now on the foot. Okay, curse power heals by crushing ones who hears the command wash. A resentful memory. She was an accomplished onmyoji. Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something had gnawn away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed, as long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. The curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone please, quickly! The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible. And so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Wow.
Damn. He'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse.
Yeah, I'm not sure what, but something stopped his curse from.
Boss, are you okay? Was having another curse stone hurt?
Yeah, the curse from this one is flowing into me too.
Oh no.
I saw what activates the curse of the food washing mansion, and the resentful memories bound to it. I see. I always thought this one was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. This sure is something.
What did you see?
Let's save that for later. All you need to know, for now, is that it's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly.
Phew. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now?
We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out.
You mean we have to do that all over again?
I hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people will do crazy things to bring back someone they love. It seems that the hatred the curse stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill.
Really? Then what about you, boss?
I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they love me in paranormal affairs.
So you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place.
Damn. Okay, yeah, damn. This fucker, Tetsu is he may not have psychic powers then, but he can resist them. He's a tank.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because with all the others, they immediately went to killing, like frame 1.
Yeah. Okay, before we continue, how long have we been going for?
We've been going for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Yeah, maybe we should stop, or you can still go for a little bit more.
That's probably a good area to stop.
Yeah, I think it's a good area. We had a nice thing to end it in that.
Yeah.
But yeah, in that case, yeah, that's gonna be all for today then. If you guys liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And become part of the Discord server so you don't miss out on any uploads to YouTube and whenever I'm going live on Twitch, which is mostly just gonna be on Halloween because I have a lot of lineups of games to play there. And I'm probably gonna cry to myself to sleep. And with all that, I bid you all my dear travelers adieu. So bye bye and have a great day everybody.
Bye bye.